That Girl with Books. I'm Ria for those of you who don't know me, and I'm here with a new reading vlog. Well, basically this vlog is basically on what we say a specific genre I'll be talking about. Well, to be honest, I haven't made a video till yet on this genre, and I was more eager to share books under this genre. This genre is also one of my I will not say favorite but most likable one, because I do read lot of books in genre, and this genre goes by the name of age gap romance, where there is a mostly what we say a decade or a 2 decade gap between hero and heroine, and their romance is literally one of the best, not because of the age gap or because of the culture difference, but also because of how they think, how they react, how one reacts in one situation and how other reacts in the other situation. It's really intriguing to see the couples, their fight, their banter, their romance, and then also how they spend time with each other. So I'm really looking forward that you're gonna love this vlog of mine, and you're gonna read all these novels, and you're gonna adore all these novels that I'll be recommending you in this genre. The very first book that I'm going to recommend you under this genre goes by the name of Birthday Girl by Finophile Doggals. So if you have read any other book of Finophile Doggals or any other series of her, you must know that she usually write about dark themes, and her romance is dark, not like it includes abuse, assaults or something like that. It do include in some of her novels, but they are other triggering stuff. So this novel is kind of free of that, if I say, but it do has a huge age gap. To be honest, I am like kind of a person who enjoys age gap between hero and heroine, but not that much, and I was literally astonished that I really genuinely like this novel a lot because of their chemistry, because of how beautifully this novel was written. So this novel Birthday Girl is all about Pike and Jordan. Jordan is, I guess, around of 18 or 19, and she meets Pike on her birthday. That's why he names her as Birthday Girl, and she isn't aware that Pike is the father of her boyfriend, and her relationship is not going in like a good direction. So she's confused, she's miserable, and she's spending her birthday alone in a theater because she likes all these 90 movies, and she is like that all type of a girl, and she is enjoying her birthday all alone when she meets Pike for the very first time. And after like watching movie, Pike is almost ready to ask her out again despite of the age, because there is attraction between them. But what actually happens is that Pike gets a call that your son has been arrested for some or the other reason, and then they both have to go to like jail to rescue him, and that's how the story grew between Pike and Jordan. Now both his son and his like what we say Pike's son's girlfriend, that is Jordan, is living under their roof. He's providing them roof, food, almost all everything rent free, and she works in a bar. She's also a summer sort of student, and there is really forbidden interaction between them. This was one of the best novels, I would say, that I have read in this age gap romance, where the gap was too much, but still the chemistry was written so beautifully that I was astonished, as I already told you. So I'll definitely recommend you to read this one. I'll give this novel 4.5 out of 5. Only I gave this novel 4.5 was only because of the reason was this was in my TBR for a really long time, like literally for a year, and when I started reading it, I couldn't stop, and there was only one thing that I find a little bit what we say not likable in this novel was the fact that his son, like Pike's son, was a real asshole, and he treated Jordan really bad, even though he was always there for her, like whatever their past was and why they are together, but still he was an asshole. So that was the only reason that I gave this novel 4.5, but I was intrigued by every character. I'll definitely recommend you to read this one. Next novel that I'm going to recommend you under this genre goes by the name of Medicine Men. It is written by Saffron A. Kent. I would like to tell you that Saffron A. Kent usually writes in different tropes, and she has written one of the most beautiful novels of her time, and this is also one of the best that I'm recommending. I was a little partial when I was like giving stars to this novel before I start to tell you that what the story was about, because I was included by every character. So like I'm really looking forward that you're gonna read this one. So this novel starts off as the story is about Willow and Simon. Willow is a high school girl, like she is I guess 18 or 19 something, and there is a decade gap between Willow and Simon. That's our hero and heroine. And the thing is that she is suffering from depression. That's why she has been sent to this psychiatric hospital, and she just doesn't want to accept that she is suffering from depression, and she behaves like everything is okay, and I'm not under depression, or I'm not under any kind of disorder, and my life was always perfect, or whatsoever the reason is, because she is suffering, and we get to know that why she's suffering, or what she is, or what kind of depression she is. That is all written in this novel beautifully. So we see that Simon is the doctor. This is a doctor patient relation, and Simon do have past demons, and he is back in his father's hospital for a month or so. He never wanted to work with his father because of whatever happened with his mother, and now he is all alone, and he's back in his hometown where he meets Willow in the same hospital. And that's how the chemistry brews, that how a girl who reads Harry Potter wear loose clothes, what we say, wear slippers like bunny slippers sort of. That was really cute scene. That's how she meets Simon, and how Simon helps her, how she helps Simon dealing with his demons, and how even inspired the what we say, chemistry, angst, or rules, regulation they grew up, or how their relation grew, the novel is all about. I'll give this novel again 4.5 out of 5, because this was one of the best. When you literally start reading this, you cannot put it down, not even for a minute, and I'm like really looking forward that you're gonna enjoy this one. The next novel that I'm going to recommend you under this genre goes by the name of Sweet Temptation by Cora Riley. It is kind of a mafia age gap romance, and it is a standalone. So what the story is basically about, Cassio and Julia. So Julia is 18, and she is off to be married to someone, and we see on the other hand that Cassio is a single parent. He has a 3 or 4 month old daughter, and he also has a baby boy that is I guess around 4 or 5 age, and they have recently lost their mother, and he doesn't know how to deal with his own children, because even though their mother was not like a good character in the novel that we see, but still she was mother of their children, and there is something tragic, and there is something that has happened that has traumatized not only his life but also his children's life. So we see that to make this impression that he is not someone who to be crossed, or he's not someone who can become overpowered, or what we say, not someone who can be betrayed or something. He has to marry someone out of not like out of his territory or something, but someone who is a little more experienced, and who is a little more what we say, responsible towards his children, or towards this marriage life or this mafia life. So his father kinds of proposes this deal to Julia's father. The deals get accepted. It's kind of a marriage of convenience, and then they meet for the very first time, Julia and Cassio. She literally calls him sir, and that was one of the most hilarious what we say, meets that I have ever read in a novel. And she is only 18. She loves Pilates, she loves to paint, she loves to go out, but now she's a mother of 2 children at the age of 18, and she doesn't know how to cope up with the feeling, or she doesn't know how to cope up with what she will be doing the next moment. So the novel is all about how they two make work it out, even though it is a forbidden romance because of the age gap. It is literally a 2-decade age gap I guess in this novel. And what intrigued me most was the fact that even though she was 18, she was way more, I guess, curious, eager, responsible for a heroine she should be, and her character was written really beautifully. I'll definitely recommend you to read this one. I'll give this novel 4 stars out of 5, and it was definitely a read that you can pick again and again if you want to read a standalone, and I really hope that you're gonna read this one. So the next novel that I'm going to recommend you under this trope goes by the name of Rush by Maya Banks. So this novel is kind of, again, comes under the trope of age gap, but it also comes under the trope of brother's best friend. What exactly happens is that there are 3 guys and they are best friends, and then we have Gabe and Mia, our heroine. So what basically is that there is this forbidden attraction between Mia and Gabe. Mia has always had this huge crush on Gabe because he was his brother's best friend, so she never tried to make a move on Gabe, and neither Gabe tried to make a move on her. So when, after years of this infatuation, frustration and little bit of a crush, he sees Mia in a party sort of thing, he is all head over and heels with love her because of her figures, because of her, what we say, personality, her tranquility and whatnot. And he offers her a job that, I want you to work with me as my secretary, and I want you to be my this submission kind of a slave, and not kind of exactly slave, I would say, but it was intriguing to see what he has proposed. Like we see in 50 Shades of Grey, it was a little bit, what we say, similarity, but it was do differ from that novel, and it was really nice. And when past come knocking at their doors, when his brother comes and his brother gets to know that what exactly his best friend is doing with his sister behind his back, he's all angry, he's all brooding, he is literally hitting him. And how these 2 couples, or how these 2 people make amends with each other, make amends with their family, with society, because there is a huge age gap, there is some past ex-wife or whatnot. They have to do what they have to do in order to be with each other. That's all the novel is about. I'll definitely recommend you to read this one. I'll give this novel 5 stars out of 5. I give this novel 5 because there was commendable attraction, commendably written, and the infatuation, their love, the banter, the way both of them have evolved from being what they were and what they're going to be for each other, that was commendable. I definitely recommend you to read this one. So the last novel that I'm going to recommend you under this trope goes by the name of Reign of King and Rise of a Queen. It is a duet by Rina Kent, and it is a dark romance, and a romance that comes under the genre of age gap as well. So why this is dark romance or age gap or forbidden attraction kind of a romance is only due to the fact that our couple Jonathan and Aurora are kind of interrelated. Jonathan was previously married to Aurora's sister, and Aurora is the stepsister, and when his sister dies, she kind of just disappears. And why she disappears, for that you have to read the novel, because there's this massive twist that tells that where Aurora was for 20 years of her life, what she has done with her life, or why she's back in Jonathan's life or his son's life, or why whatever is happening, for whatever reason, why. The big question why is, for that you have to read the novel. So what basically happens is, since we see that Aurora is Jonathan's sister-in-law, so their romance is actually kind of a forbidden, and somehow Jonathan blackmails Aurora that you have to work with me and for me with your own little company if you don't want to lose your own little watch company, and you want to rise and shine and whatsoever. And that's how their attraction starts, when they start to spend time with each other in the same home, in the same room, or in the same whatever it is, whether they are at the dinner parties, where there is parties, or whether it's in between everything. and soon we see that something from the past come knocking at their doors. It does not only threaten their relationship but also Aurora's life, and that's what Jonathan is. Even though he's the brooding character, he is the mushy guy who is only mushy for Aurora. So we see that what happens when the love of his life is threatened and how he is there to deal with it. So that's all the novel is about. I'll definitely recommend you to read this one. I'll give this novel 4 stars out of 5, and it was something that I can pick again and again. It was a nice duet. I'll definitely recommend you to read this one. That's all I had for you in this video. I really hope that you're gonna like my recommendations and you're gonna read them, and do tell me in the comment section that how you felt about them, or you can DM me on my Instagram account and do tell me about them. And I'm also really looking forward to make another video under this trope, because I have read a lot of books under this trope, and there are some others recommendable books that are really nice, and I'm looking forward to tell you about them. Thank you so much for watching my channel and my video. Like, share, subscribe, and please press the bell icon so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Stay at your home, stay safe. Thank you so much.